If I tried to talk about it, about us, my throat goes dry and my words dwindle into a cloud of smoke. I am trapped by these secrets of my own making. I can only laugh the smoke away. Pride. The sin that burned so bright within me that I couldn't see past its harsh flame. Or was it ignorance, perhaps? If only I knew then how to quell those fires as I do now. Power, dominion, both were within my grasp. What better way to achieve them than to become royalty? I was so close. But despite all your sweet words and promises, you couldn't, you wouldn't defy your family. To think I trusted such a coward. Here we all came, the Isle of Dread. So far from our original home. Each of us fatigued, yet hopeful. After so long, I finally got the power I so craved. But if I had... There it is again. My words dying on my tongue. I have seen civilizations scorched and reborn. We who bow to the Whispered One remain far longer. Those who defy him quickly realize their mistake. The Kopru have chosen wisely, as if they had a choice. With but a flick of his finger, the Whispered One could reduce me to a pile of bones. I may live as long as I am useful, immortal, unchanging, as was promised. Yet, he may change his mind at any moment, and I would never know why. If I can't speak of my situation, perhaps I can speak around it. Like taking the long way through a forest rather than walking down the main road. Or maybe just burning it all to the ground. The Whispered One has the Kopru in the palm of his hand. He tolerates them in exchange for their help spreading his influence across the island and all the realms. But it isn't enough. It will never be enough. Long ago, the Whispered One turned his attention to the villages on the southern peninsula. Who did he command to bring them to ruin? This immortal flame. His newest toy. Even back then, someone as skilled as I had no difficulty concocting a plan. Infiltrate the village, spread my unrelenting flames, raise their fields and reduce their homes to ash. Anyone who tried to escape through the gate would be greeted by death's teeth. I needed someone to help me enact my plan. An islander no one would notice. I gained their trust by pretending to be a poor woman fleeing the Kopru. I doubt that gullible fool suspected anything. One should be careful where they place their trust. I learned that from you, my prince. I made certain that no one suspected me before moving forward. When the time was right, I unleashed my flames. That was the first time the village came to know of my power. I became the Eternal Terror, the Ghost Flame. The Ghost Flame, Death's Teeth. Names they had conjured for the two of us in the village. Ha! I wonder what you would think about that, Your Highness, were you able to understand. How much is left of you, I wonder? After falling into that trap of my own making, I burned down an entire forest near the fire mouth. I breathed my hottest flames and watched the sky glow green. I am certain my wrath was felt throughout the Isle. Yet when the last spark died, I felt only shame. Idleness signals defeat. I am no coward. I will not bow. I will not break. I will find a way out of this, even if I have to leave my comrades behind. As they are now, I might as well be alone. When we first met, my prince, you were a means to an end. It isn't my fault that you couldn't fill that need. But seeing you roaming the island, bound to your killer's bones, staring at me with those empty eyes, I feel... Never mind. Names are secrets. Thus I have so far avoided speaking his true name. Names, identities, bodies, each carries secrets of their own. Every addition to the Whispered One's collection piques my curiosity. What could they possibly know that a god would deem valuable? Someone new has arrived on the island. An adventurer from some new world, joined by a bumbling drow in a gaudy shell. I don't see what makes them so special, but there must be something there. Do they know what the Whispered One wants from them? Whatever these new arrivals think they know about the Whispered One has been meticulously laid out for them, just as I thought I knew what would become of us before I suppose I haven't found a way to breach this covenant just yet. And so here we all remain. Anything I once felt has long gone. I am left with just one desire: freedom. And should anyone threaten that dream, I will burn them in a never-ending flame